So today we're going to be talking about why I am so happy. I should tell the full story because I haven't actually always been how I am. I haven't always been so energetic, so happy all the time, so sort of giving, so me. I haven't been me. So I figured we'll go back a couple of years. I'll explain my story of me trying to work out how to make myself a happy person. How do we start this? That's a damn good question. The real actual secret to my happiness is you just gotta buy me Coke. Like, oh my God, I love this stuff. This stuff is crazy. Buy me Coke, keep me happy. Got it? So I feel like we need to go back a couple of years where I was still in school and I was trying to work out how to make myself happy. I was in school, I wasn't very happy all the time because yeah, A, it's school, B, I'm a teenager growing up angsty, you know, not sort of working out what the hell I am, not working out what I want to be, sort of a thing. It's coming up to the years where I had to sort of make a big decision of like where I wanted to go with my life, where I wanted to study at university, etc. like that. Even though that didn't even work out in the end, I didn't know that. I thought everything was gonna have to get to university, I was gonna have to study my course, and then whatever I finished my university course in was where I was gonna have to be working for pretty much the rest of my life. That's how they explain it to you. But, you know, it's not always that way for other people. So where I'm going with like when I was younger, I discovered working out, trying to build my body, trying to get myself bigger, stronger, fitter, looking the best I can. Well, at least what I thought was the ultimate sort of male system. And if you've ever like known me for a while, you probably can remember the times where I started to upload onto Facebook pictures of my body, half naked, because I was like, this is my progress so far, this is my progress so far, so on and so forth. I'll include a couple of not videos, but pictures in this thing as I'm going along, explaining these years. So like I started off not very big at all, uploaded a couple of pictures of like my chest, me like tensing, so on and so forth in front of a camera inside my bedroom. And like, obviously I got some negative reactions from that from people when I was in school, because it was like, hell, it's sort of like an embarrassing thing. Like I'm uploading myself half naked and I'm 15, 16, 17, I don't even know what age, uploading these pictures onto Facebook for all to see. The next year came, I was a little bit bigger, I would take more pictures. The year after that, a little bit bigger again, take more pictures. I left school, still kept doing it. Now, where I'm trying to go with this, with happiness sort of thing, the bigger I got, the more closer I got to what I thought was like the ideal look of a male. And what I wanted to be like, because I thought that was A, how you attract chicks, and B, how you be healthy, etc, etc. Like I got to a stage where I was quite happy with what I look like. However, I wasn't completely happy. I always wanted more. I always wanted to be bigger or stronger or tighter or whatever, you name it. I realized pretty quickly that wasn't really what was making me happy. It was sort of like a mask to cover my emotional want to be happy. That didn't work out. Probably a couple months later, after I realized this, I got my first girlfriend. And this is when we get into the girlfriend stage. it is, guys, but I just really like food. Food is so good. So I got my first girlfriend. That is when I realized that making myself the better person, making myself the best physical person I can possibly be, was not enough to make me the happiest person I could be. I started seeing a girl and we started dating, we started going out, we were girlfriend, boyfriend. That is when I started realizing how happy making the person I cared about the most happy. Started doing things for that person where I would put myself in like a bad situation, in like where it would put myself out, it would make myself have to stress more, make myself anxious, make myself so on and so forth, just to make that person happy. And yeah, sure, I actually felt happy. I actually felt like that was the way to go. That was the way to do things. Obviously that relationship then ended. I got extremely depressed because I had thought I had lost the one thing that I found that would make me the happiest person ever. I considered things that I wish I never have considered in my life before. I considered to go to places and just end it all, and it's the worst feeling ever. Then came about 6-7 months down the track, I started seeing another girl. This relationship this time lasted much longer. It lasted 3 years, basically, nearly 4 years. So I basically gave everything I had to this one person without even giving it a second thought. Like, absolutely would not give it a second thought, just because that's the type of person I am. I give stuff up. I give things to people just because I can, just because that's how I am and that's who I am. And I don't regret it, really. I sort of think back to it now, and like I think about all of the things I have done for that one person that I'm no longer with, and think maybe they didn't really deserve all of these things. Maybe I gave them too much and they used me, they abused me for those things. But you know, at the time they probably weren't thinking about that. We were just in a relationship. That's sort of just how it goes. So it just happens, and it's crazy to think back about it now. That's sort of how I am. I am a giving person. I'm a person that does stuff for people, and that's what makes me happy. I got a job at where I work now, the security company. Now this is where it like enlightens me a little bit. I started to realize that making people that I don't specifically care overly heaps about, that I've just met, happy, and make them sort of feel a little bit better, that made me feel amazing. And I started to realize, like, hey, hang on a minute. If I can make other people that are feeling sort of down, feeling sort of dumb, feeling sort of just like not overly feeling it, if I can make them just a little bit happier, make their day a little bit better, maybe I can actually accomplish something. Maybe I can make myself A, feel happy, and B, make someone else actually feel happy for a little bit, even if it was just for a little bit. They may, at the end of the day, be like, this is a crap day, but they might remember, hey, that random guy made me smile. That makes me happy.